Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bone Man Show. I am the Bone Man. Thanks for being here today. Got a new movie coming out, Violence Gives Him Hope. Should be out in a month or so. If not, just wait longer. You can check it out on Facebook, and we have all kinds of promotion on YouTube. I'll put some links down here at the bottom. Today, my first guest is a very close friend of mine, very hard worker in town, connoisseur of many things. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Betz.
Hey guys.
Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, man.
Really appreciate it. You are a very busy guy, and we're only here to talk about a small portion of the things you do. You're working on a folk project, is that so?
Yeah, it's folk and country.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, what is the difference between folk and country?
I'd say country music, it's very similar, but country music is longing, I would say, is something involved. And there's a sense of sadness and loss in it. And that folk is more roots, traditional, is not as whiny.
Ah, yes. So you're somewhere in between. So, so whining about a sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you're kind of meeting in the middle.
It's a sad, lonely folk album, and it gets pitiful enough that it branches into country, and some of the songs are cover songs, and they're covers of country songs. So go ahead and throw that title in there.
Interesting.
Plus, I think it grabs people's attention. I'm somebody that's known for punk rock and rap, and so to say, if I'm at a bar or something, I say, "Hey, I'm making a country album." I think that really grabs people, So I like that.
Or they just turn around and walk away.
Usually, depends if they're a girl or a boy.
So, you play the guitar, or are you playing some other instruments in this project?
Yeah, I'm playing the guitar on this one, which is my first time recording myself playing guitar, even though I've done it for more than a decade. It's just mostly acoustic. Some tracks are electric guitar, but it's just me solo, except for I'm accompanied by a incredibly talented mandolin player named Rock de la Rockus, who's my friend from North Carolina, and he's on there. And then I also have my friend Emma Squire playing viola on some of the tracks.
Wow.
Which is great. It's awesome to have them on because I'm not technically a very skilled guitar player. I mean, the things I do well, I do really well, but they really help fill up the sound and bring an official sound to it. And anything with viola is just going to be very dramatic and touch your heart. And the mandolin keeps it exciting and moving.
Definitely.
It does the solos that I can't pull off.
Gotcha. So, how have you been recording this? Are you doing it yourself, or are you going through someone in town?
Yeah, a big reason I wanted to do it was kind of get back to my roots because I've been spending time in a professional studio recording my rap music. And so I wanted to get back to making living room music. So our friend Harry Krinline, who's directing the movie that you just mentioned, Violence Gives Him Hope, he had some audio equipment that he got to make the movie, and it's actually microphones that are meant to record vocals, and they're especially for vocals, and so he had these really nice microphones and needed to experiment in recording audio. And so from that I was like, well we can record some songs of mine. And once we did the first couple, it was fun enough and just a good experience, even though it's hard work doing it on your own. It was fun and it sounded great, and I was like, I have a whole album of songs, so let's record an album.
Yeah, why not? What else is there to do?
Yeah, of course. I mean, shit, not like I'm doing anything else in my life. So.
And so, how did you decide you wanted to do this? I just wake up one morning, and I want to have a folk country album.
Yeah. Even though it's something that I never promote, like you're part of it, I'm big into promoting the rap battles, and if I'm in a band, so it's always something. This is a part of me that I've kind of kept, not secret, but kept in its own part of my life, which is like the punk and DIY kids. They have folk shows, and I'd say maybe once a year, twice a year, since I've been in Columbia for 10 years, I've been playing shows this way, and I've been doing the same set of songs. Or I do like a Ramblers Club at Rose Music Hall, but I would just play an acoustic set every once in a while, and I always got a really positive reaction from it. And it was just never something I wanted to dedicate a lot of time of. But recently, now that rap has taken over a lot of my life, it's just become a really good break from that. And songwriting and singing, and it's the opposite. Just being one guy with a guitar and singing ultra personal songs is the opposite of being on stage with a loud booming beat and grab man. It's like this is showing the other side of me. So basically it's something I've always done. I've done for a long, long time, and now I'm just kind of sharing it with the rest of the world.
And I don't think we discussed, what's the name of your project? Is it just Kelly Betz? Or?
I think I'm just calling it Kelly Betz.
Okay.
And the album's going to be called Short Songs About Longing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I have Mike Danger from the Lunar Mansion and from the Royal Furs, and also the Bad Decisions, Diggy Square's Bad Decisions. He's done the art for each of those projects, and so he's going to do the art for this project as well.
That's wonderful.
So I have some really talented, two really talented friends working on it with me. So I think it should look good and sound good, and it's very down home kind of thing. Keeping it close to my heart.
Interesting. What do you plan to do when you're finished with the project?
I plan on doing a few shows at different venues. I don't have as many connections in the folk world as I do basically all the other genres, especially not the country world. But I'm friends with Pat Kay from the Kay Brothers, and so I'm sure I could figure something out. Sneak into some shows, and I should have physical copies of the album. And you should be able to find it on Bandcamp, and then there's a ton of music on my Bandcamp already of all sorts of different genres. There's dance music, punk, rap. There's an album that's singer-songwriter stuff that's actually me playing keyboard. And so that's on there. But anyway, that's kellybetz.bandcamp.com. So KELLYBETZ.bandcamp.com.
Excellent. I can't wait to check it out. It'll be a side of you I haven't really seen.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be for everybody. It should be good. It's something I've put a lot of work into, so I think it'll come out really well.
Well, great. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you live. I really appreciate you coming on the show today. It's been a fun-filled hour, hasn't it, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching The Bone Man Show. Check out all the links down at the bottom. Stay tuned for coming episodes. Live your dreams or die in your nightmare.